This is despicable.
Woe unto thee, son of Babylon! Your hand is shaking. I smell your fear. Hear and obey, for your queen commands you. Attack! You killed my father. Behold, Kinslayer, the disgrace of she whose beauty was once renowned. Will she be the queen again once they all share her fate? Your blood will arise and save your queen, my slave. Touché, sir. My blade shall pierce your villain. I saw thee, my children of the night. Bite, maim, spit, kill! You killed my father. Prepare to, my children, my beloved, die for the love of me. Save your queen, my slaves. Your blood will be mine. Wait. I beg you, wait.
What?
I don't want to die.
And I did not come to kill you, Miss Fletcher.
Will you spare me then? Save this cadaverous carcass of mine. Does your heart beat a little faster now? You fancy me then, Doctor?
No, Miss Fletcher. My dead heart will beat for only one.
Ah! Is she pretty? Is she sweet and tender?
To me, yes.
Ah! I hate her already.
I know. And this is partly why you must be destroyed.
But you just said...
That I did not come here to kill you, yes. But I realize now the threat you embody must be stopped.
Will I be remembered? Will you?
You were Doris Fletcher. The greatest actress of her generation. No one can take that from you.
Thank you. And farewell. Ah! Ah! Ah!
Farewell, Doris.
Bravo! So dramatic. I love it.
McCullum!
How strange I seem to find you whenever I'm inquiring about that Skal infestation.
I mean you no harm.
I'm not here for you. But once I've put all the pieces of the puzzle together, I'm sure we'll have a little chat, you and me.
Stay away from me, McCullum. You and all your war dogs.
That I can't guarantee, Dr. Reid. But I'll let you go. For now.
I should probably leave the theater right now. The West End should be safe now. But London is not. It would be wise to benefit from the Ascalon's protection, while I continue my research during the Great Hunt. I cannot enter. These people want me dead. I need to leave now. So Doris just needed to be close to her audience to infect them. Contagion through skin.
This is not the place for you, sir.
Very disturbing.
Women's right to vote is only the first step. Women of all countries unite. Women's
Elizabeth, what are you doing here?
I've been formally asked to witness your triumph, my dear. After all, isn't it the natural role of a woman to support her man in victory?
But it's you who insisted I join the Ascalon.
Please forgive my giddiness. I'm just overcome by the thrill of finally being allowed within these hallowed halls.
You certainly have an inquisitive mind. It's quite something. Elizabeth Ashbury, only you can make me smile in these difficult times.
And the same to you, Jonathan Reid. Now go have your little chat with the chairman. I can see he's practically bursting to hear your report.
Welcome back to the Ascalon Club, Lance-bearer. Please, tell us the good news. Have you put an end to the epidemic?
My hypothesis was correct. Doris Fletcher was the source of the contagion in this part of town. She was probably the first to be infected.
And you cleansed her before the hunters, I've been told. Well done, Dr. Reid. You thrust your lance and pierced the very heart of the corruption.
I did my best.
The important thing is, we won a major battle for the survival of London. For that, we salute you.
Thank you, my lord.
Now, I have another task for you. One of the utmost importance. Perhaps even more so than the previous.
I'm listening.
It's time for you to perform a most sacred duty for the club. I want you to recruit a new vampire.
Recruit a new vampire? Are you sending me on some sort of diplomatic mission?
Not exactly. I want you to make Aloysius Dawson the Ekon he deserves to be.
I'm not sure I'm the best candidate for such a task.
I can hear the hesitation in your voice, Dr. Reid. I admire a man of principles. But in this matter, there is more at stake than your moral comfort.
It's not a moral question, Lord Redgrave. It's the responsibility of giving immortality to a man I barely know.
Nonsense. Aloysius has been a member of the Ascalon for years. This is but the fruition of a long-held plan.
How would you like me to proceed?
Aloysius is waiting for you at the Dawson estate. Once the deed is done, I'll join you there to celebrate this momentous occasion.
Your word is my command.
Are you all right, Jonathan?
Lord Redgrave has just ordered me to turn Aloysius Dawson, to make him my progeny.
I see. And how do you feel about this?
I'd like your advice on the matter.
The real question here is, why has his lordship given you this task?
Do you think it's some sort of trap?
Do you really want to know what I think about this?
I do, yes.
To make an immortal of a soulless blackguard like Aloysius Dawson will only lead to a disaster for London. The man is already dead inside.
Should I refuse? Perhaps politely suggest that Lord Redgrave turn the man into a vampire himself.
Don't you dare, my dear. According to what I've recently discovered, his lordship could kill you for even broaching the subject.
Really? Why?
I've recently found proof that the Earl of Bristol is of lesser lineage and only capable of creating skulls.
Please, tell me more.
As long as you lower your voice.
Goodbye for now.
Goodbye, my dear.
It looks like vampires have to obey Mendel's laws when producing progeny.
Only the fast
Powers pass from one generation to another. That's why Dawson wants me to sire him.
Are you deaf? Stupid! Over there! Let's go!
No civilians allowed, sir. Are you stupid? You're mine! Bloody monster! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
It's locked.
River, a song in the dark. Good evening, Jonathan.
Is there anything you could tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
Aloysius Dawson. Yes, of course. We met on several occasions. With time, he got deeper and deeper into the occult.
He's not the only one. It's been quite the fashion for several decades. The Golden Dawn, for instance, is just one example.
True. Aloysius was a member of the Golden Dawn until 1900. Then his thirst for dark knowledge grew. I'm talking forbidden texts, readings which blackened his heart.
Goodbye, sir.
I rarely wander. Cards never lie, but they are never easy to read.
It's locked.
Hello again, Doc.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
You should ask that question to my brother instead. Personally, I've not seen Aloysius for many years.
Goodbye for now.
The Spanish flu is not the only hidden. Doctor...
Do you know anything in particular about a man called Aloysius Dawson?
Who doesn't know the man? I think he intervened personally to put an end to the police strike of last August.
What else can you tell me about him?
Aloysius Dawson is exactly the kind of powerful and influential man who could commit murder and get away with it. With just one phone call.
Goodbye.
Goodbye,
Strange and incoherent about everything. So much violence around us, but still, I don't feel afraid.
Good evening, Mr. Baker. What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
I've heard this is a man who has searched for his place in the world for a long time. I hope he found it.
Goodbye, Mr. Baker.
I am glad to see you again.
Good evening, Miss Price.
You know you can call me Carolyn, my...
Do you know Aloysius Dawson?
Everybody knows him. He's only been to my shop once, though, looking for rare books and other intriguing antiques.
Did he buy something from you?
No, he left quickly. He almost laughed at my goods. Mr. Dawson may be a rich man, but you can't buy good manners.
But isn't Aloysius Dawson known for his philanthropy?
That was before his brother Robert died in an aeroplane crash. Since then, the remaining twin has turned into a heartless tycoon.
Goodbye for now.
I hope you can stay a little longer this time.
I cannot enter.
Get back in the fray! Not a good place for a stroll. Don't come closer.
This is no place for this one's mine! I hate leeches! Die, beast!
Women's right to vote is only the first step.
It's locked.
I can't continue like this. Rats.
I need to find information about Aloysius Dawson. What can you tell me about him?
Don't trust him. He's looking for the same thing I was. Rats? No, not rats. Something else. I don't remember.
I must go. Good evening, old chap.
I won't.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
Well, I've discovered he's quite versed in occult knowledge. So I wrote him a letter asking him to finance my research about vampires. He never responded.
You need some... Good evening, Miss Ashbury.
And good evening.
What do you know about Aloysius Dawson?
That man is a tyrant. The embodiment of greed and selfishness. All I despise about this country.
Goodbye, Sharp.
She's been quite...
We meet again, Mr. Camor.
Dr. Reid.
We must both...
Breathing the cold...
Do you know anything about a man called Aloysius Dawson, by any chance?
Well, I've never met the man personally, but I invested money in some of his companies when I came to London. A brilliant businessman.
Goodbye, Mr.
Maybe I should leave the city.
Hello, Veen.
Hello. You know that you are always welcome here. But... what do you need?
What can you tell me?
I never met the man. I know Clarence tried to contact him recently, but I don't know why. I remember when Mary came here with her husband and her son.
Women's right to vote is only the first step.
Good evening, Dr.
Do you know anything about a man called Aloysius Dawson?
He used to be a big spender. One day, he sent 3 houseboys to buy all the baluka in my shop. For his brother's birthday, if I remember correctly.
I see. Anything else? Less gastronomic, perhaps?
I really can't say. The man is filthy rich. But you know that, of course.
Goodbye, Mr.
Strangers come into your house.
Equality between men and women.
Please, sir. Can't let you through. Crash the leads, boys! Want some of this? He's on to us! You leeches been kidding!
Hey, Doc. You're lucky to be alive, Mr.
This place is full of...
Consider yourself lucky.
Don't play the innocent.
You're lucky to be alive.
Of course.
I'll leave you. Good evening, Doctor.
Dr. Reid.
Do you need any
Yes, indeed.
I have no doubt about it, but you are still ill.
I appreciate your...
Goodbye, Dr. Tim. Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening.
Do you require
I will be fine.
Nurse.
I'll try, Doctor.
Goodbye, Nurse.
They know we are overwhelmed by this horrifying epidemic.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doc.
Do you need any...
I'm afraid
I'll see you later.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Milton.
Blaming me will not further your agenda, sir.
How long's it going to take to fix me properly, a month?
Good evening, Mister.
I'm okay.
Do you need any...
I'm afraid I'm...
You are not a bird.
And you have my...
I have to go.
Don't waste your time with me.
Good evening, Doc.
Do you require...
Do you know your...
I will see you... Goodbye,
From her.
What news, Jonathan?
Did Elizabeth tell you?
So it's Elizabeth now. My. Things are moving quickly. I turn my back for a moment, and away you go.
I may have found the source of the contagion. Doris Fletcher, the actress. Thankfully, in the end, she was destroyed by fire.
Really? Oh, please, do tell me more.
Have you heard of similar cases?
No, I don't think so. Except, perhaps, it reminds me of an old report from the Brotherhood. Well, more an article, really.
What was it about?
The author, a friar, referred to a rare form of contagion in a skull he observed during the Black Death. The carrier was always female. They called them icors.
Doris was a heavily mutated skull. Almost a new breed entirely. It's as if the disease had completely altered her mind and body. Highly contagious.
As if the disease had taken control of her will?
Yes. Once a beautiful and brilliant woman, she became...
Oh, she was a beauty. I met her when she visited the hospital to cheer up the sick. Too bad the fire destroyed her.
I'll come back...
Always a pleasure.
Spare me, Dark Queen.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm. Red.
Do you require my service?
My condition cannot be a...
I will come and check on you later. I'll leave you, Mistress of... Good evening, Mr.
Evening,
Soldier.
Not really.
As long as you remain here, I will make...
Don't think you can do much about.
Goodbye for now.
Damn. The pain. Again.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reid.
Do you need medical help?
I'm afraid I've...
Not under my watch.
Thank you.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins. Good evening.
Good evening, Doc.
Do you need any...
I'm afraid
Our job...
That's easy for you to...
Goodbye, Mill.
I'm quite busy.
Do you need my...
Don't be ridiculous.
Then you are lucky...
I wish this hospital...
Thank you for your time. Good evening, sir.
I don't know if
I see.
I'm Harvey Fit.
Is there anything...
Really?
I will see you later. Goodbye for now, mister.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen. As for me,
Good evening.
And good evening.
Do you need my...
I would have been...
I will see... Goodbye.
Good evening.
Do you require...
Do you know?
Despite...
Well, at least you're...
Goodbye, Mrs.
So many deaths.
Good evening, Doc. Do you need medical... The proximity... Don't take too many... And that is a... Goodbye, Mr. It's locked, all right.
I'm sorry you ended up on my plain and cold medical bench, sir. I understand you must be very angry.
Still more coming. How can we be sure we're making...
Good evening, Mr.
Good evening, Doctor.
Is there anything...
Really?
Unfortunately... Goodbye for now.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen.
As for me,
blundering idiot.
I cannot enter. Good evening.
Evening.
Do you need...
Don't get me wrong.
I will see you later. Goodbye. Hello again.
Good evening, Dr. Reid.
Do you need medic...
Afraid so.
Throughout history,
You're working at the...
Goodbye, Mr. Blunt. Good evening.
Evening, Doc.
Are you concerned?
Not really.
Do you want to talk?
No.
An irrational...
Well, Doctor, take it.
When I rescued you, you expressed joy.
Jeez, you're good, Doc. You're...
Go on, please.
Newton and I were trapped in a circulation tunnel.
Oswald, tell me about what happened when you were better.
It was more than dark.
Goodbye, Mr. Hello again.
Good evening, Doctor.
Are you...
Of course I am.
What kind...
I believe people...
You and Oswald.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Mr.